Hello, this is my weight loss results video for a week on the WW Green plan. It's my week 300 weigh-in. I've been doing this for nearly 6 years now. I've been with WW for over 5 years. I've lost over 250 pounds altogether, so that's over 18 stone. I have used all of my daily and weekly points this week. I always have, and I always will use those points. They are there to be used and I will use them. I thoroughly enjoy my food. I don't feel deprived, and that's what keeps me going. For me, this is all about habit and routine. I'm getting a lot of questions recently about motivation. Motivation will get you started, and it does. And it needs to be there when I'm flagging, when I'm struggling. That's when I need to dig deep and find my motivation. But most of the time for me, this is all habit and routine now. I've been doing this for years and years and years, and I've built my habits and routines in. I don't have a day off plan on weigh-in day. I carry on. I use my weeklies. That's what they're there for. I don't have a day off, which was what my sticking point always used to be when I started my weight loss plans before. I used to cut back too much. I used to act like I was on a diet and not have anything I liked because I thought I couldn't. And it's gone out of my head. It's absolutely gone out of my head. Oh yeah, so I used to cut back far too much, and I used to have a day off on weigh-in day. Weigh-in day, I used to have a takeaway. Never used to, I think I've done Weight Watchers a couple of times in the past, but I haven't really done it a lot. Most of the time it was on Slimming World, and I would have a day off. I'd have a takeaway. And it's still calories. I'm still eating them. Whether I'm sinning them or not, I'm still eating them. And that was my problem. Now, what I do is just use my weeklies. That's what they're there for. If I want a takeaway, I'll have a takeaway. I'm having a curry tomorrow night, I think. If I don't have a curry tomorrow night, I'll have a McDonald's breakfast. I might even have both. That's what my weeklies are there for. They're there for crisps, they're there for cakes, they're there for biscuits. I enjoy them. That's what keeps me going. And that's what makes this a lifestyle change for me. I haven't had the best week food wise this week. I really haven't been hungry. I've been quite bloated. I've had some stomach problems. Lactulose is my friend this week. That's all I'm going to say. I've get this periodically. I think a lot of people that start their weight loss journey do, and literally I've tried extra fibre, I've tried extra fruit, and I just get lactulose now. That's all I'm going to say. I know it's not pleasant and I apologise. But if you are having that problem, try extra fibre, try extra fruit, try cereals. If that doesn't work, I went for the lactulose. I weighed in last week. That's why my food hasn't been very good, shall I say. I've been quite bloated. I haven't really been that hungry. So I'm coming towards the end of the night and I'm ended up with like 10 points, 9 points left. So I'm using them on snacks, because that's what they're there for. And I've thoroughly enjoyed my week's food, I must admit. Even though I haven't been that hungry, I've enjoyed my snacks. Weighed in last week at 13 stone 1. Weighed in today. Now, bearing in mind, my scales have been jumping around horrendously this week. I think it's my stomach problems. But today I've weighed in at 12 stone, 12.6. So I've lost 2.4 pounds, which I'm really, really happy about. It was 3 pounds the other day. But they've jumped. I mean, when I'm saying jumped up, I'm like, at one point this week I went down to 12 stone 11, and then the next day I jumped up to 13 stone 2. So my scales have randomly been all over the shop this week. So I'm really happy that I have ended up with a loss. It could have very easily been a gain, but I'm a daily weigher. I know I shouldn't do it. Actually, I don't care. I quite enjoy it. I like seeing where my scales are going. It doesn't affect me. I know it affects a lot of people, and if it does, get rid of them. It's my only advice. But to me, I like to see the fluctuations. I'm like, oh well, if it happens, it happens. If I lose it, for me, this is a weight loss journey. It's a long one. It's going to go on forever. There's no way I can eat the way I used to eat before. In fact, I can't physically do it anymore. I can't physically eat like that anymore. To me, this is all about habits, routines, and it's just about carrying on. If I have a slip up, get back on it. That's all I can do, because this is going to be for life. If I eat the way that I used to, I'm going to gain all of my weight back. So every other time I've started a diet in the past, it's been a diet, and it's, when is it going to end? When's it going to finish so I can eat again? That ain't going to happen. It's never going to happen. I can never eat again like I used to. I can eat nice foods like I do now, and I actually prefer it. I must say, I do slip up and I do have a day off plan, and I plan a day off, and I have a day where I just want to eat chocolate. Those days are going to happen, but I can't physically eat that food anymore. It makes me feel quite ill if I have too much. And I actually quite like having a bar of chocolate and really sitting down and enjoying it rather than just shoveling it in. Because if I shovel it in, I end up not tasting it anyway. Whereas if I have a little bar of chocolate, I actually end up sitting there savouring it, which is really nice. It's being mindful about what I'm eating. And it's the same when I have my meals as well. I tend to think about what I'm eating rather than shoveling it in, because if I don't pay attention to what I'm eating, it's in before I know it. And it's just points that I haven't really noticed that I'm having. It's the same with coffees. I love coffees. I love milky coffees. When I have an oat milk latte, which is 4 points, so that's one of my pointier drinks that I have, I will sit there in silence and drink that drink. Because if I don't pay attention, I've drank 4 points without even noticing. So when I'm drinking an oat milk latte specifically, almonds milk are nice, but it's 2 points, and I can... And I still do the same with that, but especially if I have an oat milk one, because it's 4 points, I ain't sitting there necking it and then thinking, that was 4 points that I didn't recognise that I'd had. So I actually sit down and I savour my food, and it does make quite a big difference, because you're registering that you're eating it and you're enjoying it, and that makes a huge difference to me. So anyway, it's just what I do. Yeah, lost 2.4 pounds this week, which I'm really, really happy about. It is week 300 weigh-in, so I'm glad that I've had a loss and not a gain. So that's good. Hope everybody is safe and well. Please, please look after yourself. Thank you for watching. See you later. Goodbye.